Okay. What's up, my planet Earth people? It's Friday, man. It is Friday, and I'm gonna need y'all to act accordingly. You know, I just saw this fire reel about positive thinking and the nervous system. And man, it's so good. I wanted to play it on here, but I don't know how to, well, I didn't know how to play it on here with sound, and I just YouTubed it, but it's gonna take me a little bit to get that set up. So I'm gonna play it tomorrow. But it talked a lot about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind is connected to your nervous system. And even if you think positive, if your nervous system is telling you, nah, that's not our reality, then you're not attracting, you're not getting in that vibration. Man, I've been feeling that truth for so long in my life. And that's why the subconscious mind is something we should all be really, really focused on, you know, reprogramming and things of that nature, because that fight or flight, that fight or flight is that's really what is creating your reality, your fight or flight, your nervous system. I'm gonna bring that video on tomorrow. It was such a strong video. Someone I follow on YouTube. I just watched this girl's YouTube page, and man, I mean, I've been searching for good eCam live tutorials, and this person, Marine on YouTube, had, I mean, her explanation was, it was short, it was sweet. Um, and it really was very helpful. A lot of these eCam live tutorials are extremely long, and they cover so much, and you're trying to find the one thing that you're actually trying to do, and it's hard to surf through, you know. Um, don't spam me. It's a good way to get blocked. Person in the comments, do not spam. Pop on, say what's up, let's talk, be normal. Don't come in here with no BS. Hey, yo, I do like blocking people these days because y'all be on some fuck shit. So yeah, I just followed her page because I really liked how short and sweet and to the point and helpful she was. Um, and I need those really short and sweet, helpful pages as I continue to learn about this eCam Live. I do like eCam Live though. It has been treating me well. So, um, but I will say I'm not really sure if Kick is integrated in this system, because I never see if there's anybody looking at the stream. I haven't had one comment pop up on my eCam Live. So I gotta play around with that, see if there's something I'm doing wrong, or maybe Kick is just not integrated in that way, or maybe I'm just not getting views or comments. It could be that, you know. But it's been a exciting week. I had a post go viral on Instagram. It is nearly at 100,000, or 100,000, way past that. It's nearly at 1 million views. It's at 830 views right now, over 60,000 likes, so many comments. I mean, I really hit a nerve with this one. Let me see how many comments. How many comments? Let me see. We got 3,000 comments, and I can't keep up because I do like to reply to all the comments, but I cannot keep up with 3,000 comments. That is for sure. I can't keep up with that. But it's exciting. My son's AAU basketball team coach and the CEO and coach of his AAU basketball team asked to collab, and that's exciting. So I'm gonna collab with him at 4. I'm gonna also collab with my son at 4. 4 has been my magic hour to post, but also I posted this at 1 o'clock and it went viral. So 1 o'clock is actually a good time for me as well. Um, what's up with you guys spamming? I just talked about spamming. You're getting blocked. I just gave a warning about that. So you're out of here. I think you gave me a thumbs down, so you getting blocked too. You're out of here. That's how I feel today. No spams, man. Be a normal person on here. Let's talk about it. This is the Triggered Yogi live stream. Welcome to the live stream. It's the kid, the Triggered Yogi himself, Yoga Leroy, aka Leon Walker, actor, comedian, content creator, studio CEO, producer. 2 thumbs down. I love it. Give a thumbs down early in the morning. Be negative. That's your reality. That's what you want to do. That's you. We all thumbs up over here. Thumbs down don't really bother me, because y'all salty. Have some coffee. It's Friday. You jumping on streams giving thumbs down early in the morning? It's Friday, man. It's Friday. Be happy. Be excited. Be positive about something, or find a different stream that you like. This is the Trigger Yogi live stream. What we do on here, we talk about triggers. I talk about my triggers. I talk about how I handle my triggers. I talk about my toolbox, diving into that toolbox, moving through my reality in a positive, in a better way. Sometimes I do well, sometimes I fail. That's life. That's what happens. And I come on here and I talk about it. I also like to share things that I'm learning, picking up. I do have a video, but I can't integrate it right now. I just learned how, so I'm gonna bring it on here tomorrow. It's been a good, healthy, productive week. Locking into my vision. Found a new, a old mic that is back, big chillin'. Went over there. I have been having some interesting experiences at open mics lately. And it is a hard, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it's a hard thing to navigate, finding mics that you can actually work on material and be productive, because there's so much different energy and so many people are there. What they're doing is interesting. Some people aren't really even working on material, they're just going to vent. I've been talking about that all week. Hey, what are you talking about? Not sure, but welcome to the live stream. Throw me a thumbs up. I got a couple thumbs down. What's up, Buzzkey? You out of here? Come say hi to the live stream.
What's up, Belsky?
Come say hi to the live.
My
Here you come.
oh,
Here you come. There's the Buzzkey.
what's up, guys?
Buzzkey says hello.
Bro, I love you.
Love you too, Buzzkey. Have a good day. You gonna have a good day?
Have a great day. Have a good day.
I'm gonna have a great day. That's right. Buzzkey's off to school. So we made a post about AAU over the weekend, over last weekend. It has gone viral. I have gotten over 2,000 new followers just on this one post. That's exciting. Gonna keep that going. Gonna gonna record another sketch, continuing off of that sketch tomorrow. So I've been writing the new sketch. Got somebody to come play Tony. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff, man. All right, man. Waiting for the fam to jump on the live stream. Today is a writing day. I do not teach today. I might live stream some yoga later. Really, it's what I really should do. I should do that every Friday. I'm gonna do that. 12 o'clock, I'm gonna record a live yoga session here at the studio. The last one on YouTube did get flagged because I did play sound, but you could still watch that over on Kick. It's not flagged on Kick. I am going to continue to play sound. I know YouTube is going to flag it and take it down. It is what it is. But Kick doesn't do that, so that's good. Or maybe I'll find some music that is not copywritten. I'll see if I could find that. But yeah, so I was talking about open mics. It was really nice to go to an open mic that was just like really good energy, fun energy, was able to work on stuff and everybody was supportive. Everybody was working on material. Nobody was jumping on just to vent and bullshit. Not saying that that's not going to happen at this mic because it usually creeps in sooner or later. It does creep in. People show up that really have no idea what they're doing and they're just venting and getting therapy. Some people that know what they're doing do that. And it is what it is, but it really isn't productive for anybody trying to actually. It sucks all the air out of the room, to be honest. Keeping a healthy space where you are trying to, you are working on material. Um, a lot of people do kind of hold mics hostage and vent and put all their fucking bullshit in the mic, and it kind of just sucks the air out of the room, and that's never fun. So it's always nice to find a mic that energy is not present and everybody's kind of just working on material. And there's a mic tonight. There is a mic tonight. I might jump over there. Let me see. Let me see. Big chillin'. Slotted. Let me see what we got over there. Nah, there's no mic over there tonight. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is when the mics are. So, but today is a writing day. Man, all these thumbs down. All these thumbs down. All these Friday haters. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. Well, we're gonna stay on another 15 minutes and see if anybody pops in with anything productive or healthy or encouraging. And we'll engage when that happens. I don't have much to talk about. Really got a nice little workload for myself today. Writing. Gonna dive into writing my special, which is on June 20th. 16 dad jokes. It's the comedy special on the 20th that I will be performing at Yoga Leroy Studios, and it will also be streamed on Patreon for a small fee. Support the kid, you know what I'm saying? I don't really have much else to talk about. There's a thumbs up. There we go. Now life is making sense. Someone gave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Um, I almost had something to talk about, but I lost it. I lost it, man. I did do a follow up of my viral video, and it's starting to pick up a little bit of steam, which is nice because it initially was pretty flat, but it's starting to pick up a little bit. My TikTok page is starting to get a little bit of eyeballs, and that's good. I've forever, I've started and shut down around 3 different TikTok pages. The new TikTok page I have is called 16 Dad Jokes to promote my comedy special, and I'm just putting dad stuff on there, and that seems to be working a bit. So excited about that. That's good. If you've been joining the Trigger Yogi live stream, you would know that one of my main focuses this year has been building up my social media platforms. That's really what I have been focusing on. That is one of the number one pillars of my strategy to really building this studio, starting with my Yoga Leroy page. From here, my goal is to get to 100,000 followers on Instagram, 1,000 followers on TikTok, so I could start live streaming on TikTok. And after that, then I'll be focusing more on my other page, which is the Yoga Leroy Studios on TikTok. Once I get that 100,000, right now I'm not really focused on anything else other than my main pages. Not really focused on YouTube either, but after I reach my goals over on Instagram and TikTok, I will be spending a little bit more time trying to figure out how to build this YouTube page. Right now, I'm tapping in, but I'm not driving myself crazy. And definitely not too concerned with the thumbs down and the trolls. Well, I do like the trolls. I like the trolls if it makes sense. If you're not spamming, if you're coming on here being funny, trolling in a healthy way, I am all for it. The triggered yogi. That's an oxymoron. Yes, that's the whole point. That is the whole point. It is an oxymoron. And that is the whole point, because these things don't just go away. They don't just go away no matter how much you work on them. They come up. We live in a world with a lot of noise. We talked yesterday about, getting into nature. That might be the only time things like this, go away. I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of noise in this place, and to say that although I do a lot of things to help process and cope and adjust, there's still noise. So yeah, the triggered yogi is an oxymoron. And that's what makes it interesting, I think. But welcome back, Tat. It is good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. What's coming up for you? How has your week been? Anything you like to share? You were dropping some gems yesterday, which I really value and appreciate. If you got any more gems, or if you got any more things that might have came up this week, or anything that might have gotten in your way. I mean, we are experiencing life. Sometimes things get in your way. What are your tools to not be triggered, or to process the triggers that come up? I also talked about being in yoga spaces where people are kind of putting on a perception as if they don't experience these things. And it really doesn't feel authentic to me. And one thing I was talking about yesterday was being in a yoga space for so many years. I was working at a yoga studio for so many years, and then after I left, slowly the community around me started to really distance themselves, as if I'm someone different, and they didn't want to stay connected. Yoga instructors have been unfollowing me for whatever reason. I just saw this other yoga instructor unfollowed me. Of course, she didn't remove herself as a follower, which I think is so funny. Good thing that she posted something corny as hell, and I was like, ugh. And I checked out, and I was like, let's see if this person's still following me. Nope. So I just went ahead and returned the favor, unfollowed her back. It's funny, after my awakening experience, I thought all my problems are over. That was just the beginning of the work. Exactly. Exactly. The work is never done. It really isn't. And that is really what the triggered yogi is all about. The work is never done. You gotta continue to dive deep. And that the deep diving is really, that's where all that gold is. It's like mining for gold. You find that gold when you're diving deep constantly. You're really searching and trying to, you know, change your perspective. Like for instance, I had this I've been having it's been at times a challenge to stay connected to certain comics and artists. And a couple of my friends, I've noticed, have some characteristics that aren't very becoming. And I just got this message that a lot of people's awareness just isn't in tuned. And that could also be something that I'm experiencing, is because I have a heightened awareness, especially a heightened awareness about myself, because I am constantly working on things, and some people just don't have that yet. And in time, they'll find it. My wife said they'll find a messenger. They'll find, what'd she say? She said something great. Let me see what she said. She said something really nice. Let me see. Let me see if I could find that. When a student is ready for a teacher, they will appear. Absolutely. I don't get triggered because I know the truth. What's the truth? The problem is that's how we are in the list. Everything becomes a thing or monetized or exploited. Don't forget, at the end of the day, all there is yourself or the self. I like it. Yeah, I hope to one day not be triggered or right now I'm just focusing on not reacting to triggers. That's where I'm at. There's a difference between seeing something profound and becoming something profound. There's a difference, yeah. Yeah. Still searching and discovering myself. Still searching and discovering, my friend. It's good stuff, though, man. That's good stuff. Couldn't find anything else for the coffee other than this Christmas cup, but it matches the sweats that I'm wearing, so that's good. Man, I've been tired in the morning. Once you have a deep sense of oneness, you will never need anyone else. I feel you. I feel you, man. I'll tell you what, I'm still working. They know what they do. They know what they do. Yeah. Yeah, man. Always appreciate your insight. Strong, strong insight. So something that has happened, I think I might have mentioned this, but with this viral post, my son's, yeah, I did mention this. My son's basketball coach asked to collab. So that's really promising, man. That did Jesus really say that? What? Where did what? Say what? Who said Jesus said anything? John Terry, it's good to see you, man. I haven't seen you all week, John Terry. I think I mentioned you a couple of times this week, or maybe it was last week. Excited to see you back on the stream. You're depressed already, and you've been here for, bro. That sounds like a personal issue. It has nothing to do with me. Are you running around here projecting your personal issues and blaming them on something you're choosing to experience? John Terry, that's what that sounds like. Your wife is wise. Yes, she is. That is what that sounds like. The truth, everything we're doing as humans is like a game we're playing. It is such a game. Man, it is such a game, man. Something I've been teaching my son or trying to speak with my son about these games. And a lot of people, the game doesn't really resonate with them. And that has been something that I have that has been a hard thing for me to process because I'm in the entertainment industry and everything is a game. And if you're not willing or if you're not equipped with the right tools to move and adjust to the game being played, then you are not going to get the results that you might envision for yourself. So finding ways to adapt, adjust, to cope, to realize that this is a game is going to help you move forward with your strategy and your vision. I have been I've been seeing that you've been checking out the clips, John, and I do appreciate it. Um, I do appreciate it, you know, especially since you have been one of my biggest critiquers on the things that I have been putting out. So when I saw that you enjoyed a clip, I have to say, John Terry, that did brighten my day. So I do appreciate you. Only one has made you laugh. And fair. Good. Fair. Love that. Love that. Sometimes it just takes one. Jesus was meant to have say they not what they do when they crucified him. Don't know where this is coming from. Jesus say they know not what they do. Leroy versus tofu. We had a little tofu debate a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'm not against tofu. You guys could eat all the tofu that you want. I'm just saying I don't eat it. I don't do the tofu. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at you tofuers. Eat up that tofu. There's protein in it, but uh, a diet built on tofu, for me, that ain't the way I do. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way I do. That ain't for me. I need meat in my life. Protein. Thoughts on Iran? No thanks. Not today. No thoughts on Iran for me. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. A lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'm going to keep those thoughts to myself today. Maybe some other time. What y'all got going on for the day? It's Friday, man. We got exciting weekend coming up. A lot of things happening at the studio. We got some shows, some live streams popping off. Recording a couple of podcasts this weekend. I'm also interested in finding a podcast to maybe intern at or work at so I can learn a little bit more about this production stuff, the equipment and all that stuff. So that's one of my goals over the next couple of days, to find a podcast studio that might need an extra hand, an extra man on deck, so I can be mentored a little bit more and learn a little bit more about all the things that I am up to. Your Skechers, if you want my unprofessional opinion, they are still a little too serious. Well, that's me, John Terry. There's a balance that I have with my comedy that are serious, that has comedy mixed in. One of the sketches I did post on YouTube is viral on Instagram. Let me see if I posted that. I think I did. I think my last short. Yeah, my last short on YouTube, it has 26 likes and 1,000 views, and it's the point of view of my son, and I'm just kind of venting in the background. That sketch is viral on Instagram. So the things that I've noticed about YouTube is I'm kind of capped at around 1,000, the most like 1,500 views. I get capped around 26 likes, and my shorts aren't being pushed on YouTube. My focus really is on Instagram, really. That sketch is viral. So a lot of the things that you see that I post on YouTube, if you went to my Instagram page, you would see those sketches do very well. And different platforms, they do better. The tone does better in different places. My intention is to not only be funny but also spark conversation about this dad life and the perspective of a dad and the things that dads go through, good, bad, and ugly, and make it somewhat lighthearted, but they are serious because this is a serious job being a dad, raising a young man, 16-year-old boy in the house, um, trying to get him to push and experience and learn and grow in a healthy way. Sometimes I do good, sometimes I mess up. Um, and those are the things that I am really sticking tight to. So, yeah, it's not going to be all fun and games. Sometimes things are going to rub you the wrong way. Sometimes things are that I post, they are going to spark conversation because that's my intention. So, so I understand what you're saying. Um, and my comedy, one thing I do know, my comedy is not for everybody. And it seems like most of my comedy isn't for you, John Terry, and that is fine because I have been building an audience and there are a lot of people that do find my perspective not only entertainment but insightful. Um, so I'm going to stick to the plan. It has been working for me. Maybe not too much on YouTube, but on Instagram and TikTok, things are moving in the right direction. But what do I know? That's a good comment of awareness. What do you know? What do we all know? The best thing we could all do is create a strategy based on your vision, attack that strategy, adjust along the way. And that is my game plan. I have a vision, I have a strategy, and I make adjustments along the way. I post a lot of different sketches. Some do well, some don't do well. The ones that do well, I try to add on to that tone. The ones that don't do well, I kind of leave alone. Maybe I'll bring them back later on and try them again. But that's been my strategy. And so far, it has been working for me. Do you know Stray Kids? This is something that has came up when I first started streaming because people started saying I look like someone from Stray Kids who is Korean, I believe. And I don't really think I look like him, but people that like Stray Kids think I do. So, I think that's funny. But yeah, I do know Stray Kids because of YouTube, because people come on here and say, "Oh, do you know Stray Kids? You look like," I can't remember his name. He had an interesting name. Can't remember. Let me see if I still have him. Let me see if I still have him up here. That's not him. 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 Nope, he's not up here. Those are all the past things that I brought onto this channel. So to answer your question is, I know Stray Kids. It's a Korean boy band, correct? Yep, that's what I know. Do I have kids? Yes, I have a 16-year-old. I do. I do. I'm a dad. Big dad energy. All right, my friends. We got some work to do. Oh, look at this TikTok page growing, man. You love to see it. You love to see it. So, John Terry, if you were to venture away, I know you say you don't have anything other than YouTube, but if you were to venture away and check out my TikTok page, which is called 16 Dad Jokes, or my YouTube page or my Instagram page, which is Yoga Leroy Got Jokes, you would see a lot of the sketches that you don't like, those pages like. So, in the process of elimination, as I continue my journey on moving closer to my big vision, it is more productive to take the opinions of many over the opinions of one. And one thing that happened on this viral clip, man, and how often do we do this? Because I do this way too often, especially as an entertainer. It's the criticism that stands out the most. Because as an entertainer, you just want everybody to like you. You want everybody to be like, oh man, he's funny. Oh man, that hit. Oh man, that resonated. Oh man, I get what he's talking about. Oh man, that was it. And this viral clip, if you go to my YouTube page, I know you don't have YouTube, but if you were to go down YouTube, I mean, I think you could even log into YouTube and not actually have a page and see posts, but maybe you won't be able to comment. I challenge you to go to this viral clip, the last clip that I posted on YouTube, go to Instagram and look for that clip. There's over 3,000 comments. Within that 3,000 comments, you are going to struggle. It is going to be so hard for you to find any negative comments on that. All the comments are like, man, I'm with dad, man, this hit, man, this was so funny. All the comments. I found two comments. One comment said this is goofy content. Another comment said he's corny. Those were the two negative comments. And I posted in reply, and this is so true, especially for me, oftentimes, and this has happened to me after, like, even after comedy sets, because people that don't like you or the haters seem to be the loudest, right? People that enjoy you, it's less likely for those people to come up after a show and be like, "Man, you were so funny." You get that sometimes. But one thing I've noticed is people that don't like you, they will find a way to show you or tell you verbally and non-verbally that they were not entertained. And it's the same thing with Instagram. People that don't like your content, they will come on and they will tell you. And oftentimes it's hard to not make those comments the most important comments, although you have thousands of people saying how much your post or whatever you're putting out there resonated. And it is a challenge to be like, this just wasn't for you, and it's fine. Because we don't that negative criticism does not feel good. So it seems to be louder than the positive feedback at times. And it's just a practice, just being like, yeah, it's not for everybody. What I'm doing ain't for everybody. All right, Denzel. What a strong name. Denzel from London. Strong name. You love a Denzel. Yo, chillin'. 7650. I would give up my vision as to go to space one time. That might be in the cards for you, man. You never know. Didn't anyone tell you the majority of people are stupid and the minority are always right? No, nobody told me. You have a feminine spirit. Okay, love that. Love that. You know, J.I. Love that feminine spirit, man. Oh. All right, my friends. We've been doing this for 46 minutes. I appreciate you guys jumping on. I think I'm going to move along with my morning. I need another cup of coffee, to be honest. I might have to start bringing out 2 cups for this live stream. I've been griping about not being able to wake up with energy. It's been hard for me to get my energy in the morning, no matter what time I go to bed. Man, I went to bed at 9, put on some meditation music, felt like I had a good sleep, still tired. What did you say? I don't even know what you said. Let me see what you said. What did you say? You didn't say nothing. What are you talking about? Are y'all okay, man? What y'all be on here talking about? I don't see anything else you said. I don't even think I replied to anything else you said. There's nothing else in the comments. Don't cry, man. Crying is healthy, man. Don't whine. Don't whine. Crying is good. Get that out. Get that emotion out, man. You have a good cry, man. A good cry will set you up for like a strong week. You just release that. You just cry that out. Man, crying is awesome. Now, whining, bitching, and moaning. Oh, Brittany, thank you. She is here. I have been waiting patiently. I was about to jump off, but Brittany's here. The world makes sense. Oh, I'm going in Brittany's pockets. Brittany's hard working. She's on the farm. She's taking care of them animals. She's out in nature. She's breathing fresh air. She's kissing horses. But I'm happy that you're here. I'm actually I know you're I'm in your pocket right now, Brittany. I'm all out of gas. I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah, John Terry, she's still here from last week. All right. Some people like me, unlike you. You still here? She hasn't given up on me. Okay. You love someone that don't give up, you know? You love someone that sees the potential, you know? You jump on this live stream, you're like, what? 3 views, 5 likes, 2 thumbs down. Oh, he's trash. But you love someone that sees potential. I think Brittany sees potential. She's like, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around. I think John Terry, I think you see the potential too. Cause you sticking around. You popping up every now and then. You jumping on the shorts, seeing what I'm talking about, seeing what I'm up to. Yeah, Brittany's in here. She's in here for the long run. You could be, you could be a little bit more. You could bring a little bit more Brittany in your life. All right. What would Brittany do? I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. What would Brittany do? Brittany would stay committed. Brittany understands the power of commitment. You know? What would Brittany do? You need to I'm gonna try to guess what that word is. Unite, maybe? I'm not holding anybody hostage. Like I said before, never listen to someone with two first. Never listen to someone with two first names. There's something to that. Not unless it's Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby now. Talladega Nights. Classic. Untie. Brittany's not tied up. She's free. She's on the farm right now. She's free as a bird. Free as a bird, flying, living her best life. There's nothing tied up. If anything, John Terry, it seems like you got some ties, you got some knots tied up pretty tight. They're perspective knots. Shake and bake, baby. Absolutely. Shake and bake. John Terry, you need to untie some knots and let yourself fly. Let yourself fly, man. Especially on a Friday, man. Especially on a Friday. I'm concerned about people that are on the internet on Friday looking for things to be mad about. On a Friday, if you can't find joy in your life on a Friday, then Fridays are days to just be happy, just to find a positive perspective, just to surround yourself with positivity because it's Friday. It's the end of the week. Everybody likes a Friday, right? How you find negative things on a Friday? Because you're finding them. They're not finding you. You're finding them, especially people on the internet. People on the internet jump on here with a thumbs down. How you finding negativity on a Friday? Maybe you shouldn't get on the internet on a Friday if all you're finding is negativity. Maybe you should put the phone down on a Friday. Maybe you should go outside on a Friday. Maybe you should go hug a tree on a Friday. Pick a flower. Go for a walk in the park on a Friday. Smell the roses on a Friday. Get some fresh air on a Friday. Go meet somebody on a Friday. Go brighten someone else's day on a Friday. That brings me to my next gem. You want to feel better about your reality on a Friday or any other day. Focus out. Focus out. Focus out. What does focus out mean? Focus out means taking all the attention off of yourself and putting it on something bigger than you. Focusing out. That's a cure to depression. That's a cure to sadness. That's a cure to low vibration. Focusing out. I took my dog for a walk. Does that count? It absolutely does. Absolutely does count. John Terry's a dog person. We are more alike than you know, John Terry. We are more alike than you know. I think that's why John Terry's sticking around. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna learn some things from Yoga Leroy. You know, I might have this stinking thinking now, but I'm gonna stick around. It's a good move, John Terry. That's a strong move. All right, we are traveling into an hour of the live stream. I will say I'm happy that these live streams have been a little longer. I know that longer streams are where it's at. It is hard for me. It has been a challenge for me to stay on these live streams long at times, sometimes not. Like over the week, we've had some solid live streams, but when I run out of gas, I'm like, what am I doing here? I do have a dog. I have a pit bull. Let me see if I can find my dog in here. Let's see if I can find my dog. Here's a video. Here's a video of my dog. I'm gonna show you guys. I found something to do. Show you guys a video of my dog. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hmm. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking for a video of my dog. Not finding it. Well, what the heck? Let's check recents. Not even there. That's crazy. Let me see if I could throw it again. Let's try to throw it again. Copy. 1A. There she is. All right. Let me see. Well, this isn't working. B 1A. There's my dog. And another dog that came into the studio. That's Belle. And then I had a guest. Someone was shooting a podcast and brought their dog, and they had a little standoff. There's some music. And his dog was peeking in the little slit to enter the studio, scoping, eyeing down my dog, sticking the little nose in. They had a little standoff. You know, two very sweet female dogs. A little standoff there. The tension grew. Dun 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 dun. I put music behind this video, but I can't play music. And then it was playtime. Playtime. That's my dog. All right, let me check these. You're all right, dude. I'm just waiting for the sketches to get funnier. I know I'm all right, but thank you for your feedback, John Terry. And keep waiting, you know. Again, like I said, I have several other people that think I'm funny enough as is. But, you know, the narcissism in you thinks that whether someone is successful or not is dependent on whether you like them. And that's called narcissism. You know, we all have elements of it in us. But it's just not all about you, John Terry. It just really isn't. But you'll figure that out one soon enough. The farm dog here is a pit Heller mix. She's not mine, but she thinks she is. Yeah, I love when dogs love me, other people's dogs. I'm a dog person. Hey, all wanted to share how well my weight loss journey is. I'll love to hear it. I'm down 24 pounds, so proud of myself. For the first time today, I tossed. Oh my goodness, that got crazy. But congratulations on being down 24 pounds. I got a few videos of the farm dog too. Yeah, I wish I could see them videos. He's on his way to the other side. Oh, see, that made me laugh. Even that made me laugh. Okay, well, you know, John Terry's happy. Life makes sense. Life makes sense again. You saying you're a narcissist cracked me up. And yet it was funny and truthful. You see how that works? It was funny and serious. Because, yes, you are a narcissist because you think the world is revolving around you, which all of us do have that experience where we think the world is revolving around us. But yes, also it was funny to be kind of called out as being a narcissist. So yeah, that's comedy. Don't you love it? Best gay streamer of 2026. Keep up the fun streams. Appreciate you, Mr. Man, Mr. Marley. What would we be without you? All right, friends, what we do, we got in an hour and four. John Terry's still enjoying himself. Fantastic. Now that would be a good sketch. I bet you would want me to start making sketches about you. That would be funny. Imagine my whole act just turns into sketches and comments about John Terry, the guy with two first names. that looks at all my content and only finds one thing funny, man, thanks for the friend request on Grinder. Man, this 16-year-old only knows one joke. A creature that looks half deer and half human has entered our area, but it is accepting many people at night. All right, it's getting weird. That means it's time for me to move on with my day. All right, my friends, happy Friday. I appreciate each and every single one of you for jumping on the stream, saying a couple of things. What we smoking on, gang? Nothing yet. Sipping on this coffee, though. Hopefully that gets me going, man. Bomb activity. Look at you, man. You just can't help yourself, man, on a Friday, man. To be a troll and to call other people bums, man, what a life. Delusion. All right, my friends. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Friday. I'm going to go be great. Got some things planned. Brittany, great to see you. John Terry, great to see you. My man, Tat, always good to hear from you. And all the other trolls that jumped on and gave their little 2 cents. We appreciate you guys too. Have a wonderful Friday. I'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Same triggered time, same triggered channel. I will see you folks soon. Go check out my Instagram, Yoga Leroy Got Jokes. Go check out my TikTok, 16 Dad Jokes. Look out for my shorts. I do put shorts up on YouTube, even though they don't really move any needles anywhere. But I put them up there because I understand you guys just are on YouTube. You just live in the YouTube world. I'm out of here, folks. I'm going to go have a great Friday, and I hope you do the same. I will see you soon. Peace.